All right, we are now recording. What's up, everybody? This is the Misguided Podcast. We intend to guide you to a better future. My name is Juwan. I'm sitting here with Viola Gray Choice of Chosen Official. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. It's a sunny day. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. You know, I'm on this podcast. Thank you so much for having me, and I'm excited to be here.
Of course. It is a beautiful day. It's super nice outside. I think I'm gonna barbecue today. We just got our floors done in the house though, and like shit is everywhere. So I have a lot to do inside, but I want to be outside. You know,
right?
I'm trying to be outside.
Sometimes the window will do it for you. You know.
Facts. Now let's go ahead and get started though. And to let the audience know why I'm interviewing you. So let's go ahead and get it. Where are you from and who are you?
So my name is Viola Gray Choice. Like you said, I am originally from Marin County in the Bay Area. I currently live in Oakland. A little bit about me. I moved from the Bay Area when I was 17 to Atlanta, Georgia to go to college. I went to Clark Atlanta University, got a degree in business management, and I moved back to the Bay Area when the pandemic started, just to be closer to family, and just things started going haywire, to be honest. So it was just like, I was like, you know what, let me just go back to my roots. Let me go back to the Bay, and now I'm back here pushing my brand, and I'm so happy to be here. I think that's one of the best decisions I ever made.
Was your family still out here when you moved out there? Your family still lived in Oakland?
Yeah, so I moved when I was 17, I moved by myself. Yeah.
Damn, 17? You went to college? Were you like a grade above or something?
No, I don't know. I don't even know how that worked. Well, really, I turned 18. I moved when I was 17, but I turned 18 like 3 months later when I was in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So how was Atlanta? You kind of got like an Atlanta vibe, accent. Like yeah, I think it rubbed off on you a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah. Atlanta was cool. I was there for 6 years. Atlanta was cool. Atlanta's different. Atlanta's super different than here. You know, it's super fast. It's really good for Black business, if that's why you go out there. But if that's not why you're going out there, it's very easy to get lost in the sauce out there. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people go out there because they want to be in the scene. They want to have fun. They want to go to the clubs. They see ATL, the movies ATL, Drumline. I originally really went out there because the movie Drumline. And I wanted to always go. Yeah, I always wanted to go to a Black college and like see the drum majors and shit. Like, so that's why I went. But a lot of people go out there like to be bottle girls and stuff like that. I mean, I have my bottle girl pass, but it gets old, It's just you want to mature.
You gotta know why you in it. You gotta know why you there, not just to be there. So
exactly, definitely. But I learned a lot there, but I'm glad to be home for sure.
That's cool. So so you get back out here. Did you start your brand out there, the Chosen brand?
I actually did. So I moved to Atlanta in 2014. Yeah, I moved to Atlanta in 2014, and I started in 2016.
Okay.
So so I was in college, but I actually started the actual brand when I was back home for a summer. And I was out here. That's when like I got the idea for it, and that's when I really started like
pushing it.
That's when I really got like my motivation. Like I saw my family, and I was like, "This ain't it." You know what I'm saying? Like I saw their situation.
Yeah, let's talk about it. What made you? What motivated you? Like obviously you had the idea in college, but you weren't motivated. Let's just say. But as soon as you got to the Bay, what gave you that push through the door?
When I got back, when I came back to visit?
Yeah, what gave you that push through the door to start pushing it?
Really so I'm the first person in my family to go to college. My mom's been working the same job for like 35 years. My dad.
Shit.
Yeah.
Her 401k fat.
Right. Nah, for real. But yeah, my mom been working the same job like 9 to 5 forever, and I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to. I saw her she still get up early and go to work every day, and it's like I don't want to live that life. And my dad, he always been in and out of work all life, so it was just like I'm like the only chance for this family. Like that's
you got siblings?
I do. I have an older brother and an older sister, but My older brother, he live in Oregon. Like he like the hippie type. He just go with the flow. Like he actually is like an actual hippie, like dreads, walking around barefoot. Yeah, he like he's a hippie for real. Yeah, he dope though. And then my sister, yeah, she's a hippie too. Really, she like nature and shit. Like she's like a real nature person. Like she goes on hikes and stuff like every day. Like, but they're just like they just chill. You know, they're not people that want to be, oh, I want to make $10 million. You know what I'm saying? That's not them. That's me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was never like that. My parents were always hustlers though, but me just seeing like my family and the situation they're in and seeing them having to work, struggling from job to job, like that just was like, this ain't it. I gotta do something. Like I gotta do something. And a lot of people go to college and don't really do nothing with it, you know?
So why a clothing brand though? There's so many things you could do. Why clothing?
Right. So I went to school at Clark for fashion merchandising.
It wasn't business. I thought you did.
I switched.
Yeah. Okay.
I switched majors. It is crazy because I went to Clark my first semester for fashion merchandising, and I just heard a lot of like, I'm at the end of the day, I went to college because I wanted to make money, period. Like I wanted to make money in the future and be successful. So I heard like a lot of people saying like, you can't make no money off of a fashion merchandising degree. Like a lot of people put that into my head, but now that I'm looking back at it, that's totally false. Like that's completely false. But I'm glad I did. My second semester, I changed majors and I was like, I'm gonna just do business management because I can go different avenues with that. You know? Yeah. So I was like, let me just switch. But I've always loved fashion. I was best dressed in high school, like fashion.
Stop lying. Stop capping.
I'll tell you why you're booked. But nah, for real, like fashion always been, I've always loved fashion, like as a way to just express yourself. I'm a shopaholic. I've always just loved it. You know what I'm saying? So
what are some brands that you like? I swear you better not say no Gucci or Louis Vuitton.
No, hell no. First of all, I'm cheap.
Yeah.
So you ain't never gonna see me spend more than $20 on a shirt. Like
you don't need to. Like, that's the crazy part. Why I don't understand people. Like
for what?
What?
Honestly, it's against the law, but I'll make a Gucci shirt with my t-shirt press before I buy one.
Oh God, yeah. Swear to God. Ain't nobody gonna know it's against the law but you.
Exactly. So I'm not about to spend my hard-earned money on no $5,000 shirt. People are crazy. Like if you got it, do what you gotta do. Kudos to you, but I don't even think when I got it, I'm not even gonna do that because so there's people hungry out here. You know what somebody can do with $5,000? Fuck that shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But you can buy how many shirts for $5,000? You could buy hella shirts. Like
what exactly? So, but yeah.
So for you, what's been the hardest part of starting a clothing brand or getting it off the ground?
The hardest, man. Which one? Like it's so much. I would say the hardest part about running a business, period, is being consistent. Like, I would say that's the hardest part. Like, it's so hard. I see so many people starting businesses, and I was in the same position where I started a business, and I was like, this is fun. Okay, like I don't got no sales. This is the 6th month and I don't got no sales. Like, why am I doing this? You know? Yeah. And it's like, you really got to look back to I write my, like a why statement. Like, why am I doing this in the first place? You know? And I always go back to that and read it. And it's like, I always have to self-motivate myself. I would say being consistent and staying self-motivated and keeping going and is probably the hardest part.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I think being consistent and just staying on track. A lot of people like after seeing no sales for 6 months, you're like, what the, I could go do something. Like, why am I go do something else, So I think that's very key to point out. And it is super hard, but I think maybe ways to work around it and kind of find some motivation or to just remind yourself of why you're doing it and remind yourself of kind of where you see yourself. So obviously, like, shit doesn't happen in just 6 months, a year. Sometimes it takes 10, Like,
right.
But those 10 years you're learning, it's more of like the experience you're going through and you're learning, because on the 10th year, you could be making $10 million, right? So 10 years, you just technically made $1 million a year if you started 10
exactly.
So like, you know, that's good.
Right.
It's good.
Yeah. I'll stop for that.
It's just patience and kind of understanding what you're doing it for. So
yeah, exactly.
That's key. Well, you know, here on the podcast, we like to guide, right? The misguided. That's the whole point. And you know, thinking like back to like when in high school, like I wish I started my brand in high school, right? I was always in t-shirts. I had t-shirts. I played basketball, so I had like hoop or die t-shirts. I created like this HOD gang. It was crazy, but like, you know what I mean? I've always been into this stuff like that, but I wish I had my actual brand in high school. But you know, what would have helped me is having a mentor, having someone that like is a coach or guidance, right? Some type of guidance. So we like to do a hella misguided segment where I ask the same question to everyone. If you were to write a letter to yourself at 18 years old, what would be a summary? What would you tell yourself?
If I was to write a letter at myself at 18, I would definitely, because this would be like when I first moved to Atlanta, I was lost, like you misguided as hell. Yeah. So I really didn't know what to do. I would tell myself for sure, I would tell myself one, to start my bit. Like you said, you would have started your business then. I would first tell myself, start a business, period. I would secondly tell myself to save my money. I spent all that money that they give you in college to live off of, blew it.
Yeah.
I would have told myself, invest your money, every single dollar that you get.
Could you imagine if we would have invested in Netflix back in fucking 2015, whenever we was in college? Like, we was watching it. We might as well just. I was watching hella Netflix, and it was cheap back then.
Exactly. Like. Crazy. You got to teach your kids that young now. You know what I'm saying? Because the schools don't teach it. Like the schools don't teach you about investing in banking and stuff like that. But I would definitely tell myself to invest, be smart with your money, and don't hang out with the wrong people. That would be the most important. Like, who you surround yourself with it tells a lot about your future, you know?
Yes.
And I was hanging around with a lot of the wrong people that we didn't have the same goals in life. And none of them are my friends anymore. None of them, you know? And it's like, I would definitely tell myself that's key. I wasted a lot of time doing that. So definitely hang around the right people that match your future.
Absolutely. Yeah, well said. Thank you, pals. I'll fucks with it. Well, where do you see your brand being in, let's say, 7 years?
So my goal is like, when you have a clothing line, it's so important to know what avenue you want to take, you know, because there's so many different avenues. Like, do you want to be in stores? Do you want to have a store? Do you want to do both? You know, do you want to be an online store? Like, it's so many like different avenues. And I realize what my avenue is that I want to be. I want to be in stores. So like, I want to be sold in like Nordstrom's. I want to be sold in like and Bloomingdale's. I want to be sold in stores like that. I don't really want
you high fashion over here. Okay.
You know, I'm trying to really be a luxury streetwear. You know what I'm saying?
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
Let's get serious. All right. You say you're not gonna spend over $20 on a t-shirt.
Right.
You gonna sell your t-shirts for over $20. Why is that?
See, this is the thing. Luxury does not always mean expensive.
Okay.
It does not.
But if you're in Nordstrom's and Bloomingdale's, it's gonna be more than $20.
Right. So, we in the Bay Area, I've seen this everywhere, but specifically in the Bay Area, I see a lot of brands that sell their hoodies for like $400, like small brands, like, and I like me for like, for example, I would never sell a hoodie for more than $200.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would never sell a hoodie for over $200.
Like $40.
Yeah, like right now my hoodies are $45 right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's literally the highest I would go to is like $200 for a hoodie. Literally, that's like the high, because I would if I had money, I would pay $200 for a hoodie. I would not pay no more than $200 for a hoodie.
Yeah,
I would not pay that $2,000 that Gucci Louis prices. No,
man, the shit's just gonna fade when you put it in the dryer.
Right, exactly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm exactly.
Good. But
like,
okay,
I'm not.
All right, so you sitting down with Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom's, and they're like, "All right, we'll take your shit, but we're gonna mark the price up because we need a cut, obviously, and this is gonna be your percentage." And they want to sit down, they want to sell your T-shirt, and it's not even like it's obviously luxurious, like it's nothing crazy about it, right? It's just a T-shirt, just you got the logo, whatever, and they want to do it for 45. What you gonna say?
Do the T-shirt for 45?
Yep.
I would let them do it.
Okay.
For 45, I would. Okay. But if they wanted to mark it up, say like if the quality of the T-shirt is A1, okay, and that's the market that I'm trying to go to, I would let them mark it up. But if they wanted to sell it for $200, $300, they probably wouldn't have my business.
Yeah, you probably gonna have to go to Zara.
Yeah, that for real. No, for real.
I fuck with Zara though. Zara's one of my favorites.
I fuck with Zara, yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
But yeah, and that's brand integrity, you know, like even like you got to know like who you are at the end of the day. Like people, like a lot of going into that arena, like a lot of people are gonna try to upcharge your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I sell my brand at other stores and they charge their own price. You know what I'm saying? But we have an understanding they not gonna charge people arm and a leg because that's not what my brand is. Like, period. I'm not for only like, excuse my language, rich niggas and rich bitches and you know what I'm saying? That's not who my brand is for. My brand is for the culture.
You're not for Atlanta crew, the Atlanta.
Yeah, exactly. Come on now. Exactly.
No diss to Atlanta. I love Atlanta.
Nah, yeah, but the Atlanta crew. Yeah.
So how do you market your brand? What are your steps? How do you get your brand out there? You said you have it in stores too.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, yeah.
You said what?
Let's talk about all of it.
Okay. So how do I market it? So from how did I market it to get it in stores? Basically, the first store I was ever in, I went into the store. And they were new. They hadn't even opened yet. It was in Atlanta, and it was in a mall called Stonecrest Mall. And
that's a popular store, right?
Yeah, it was.
That's like where all the rappers go.
They were actually on Growing Up Hip Hop, the premiere of the store.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I basically somebody that I was really cool with knew the owner. They said, "Hey, this is a new store. Like they're looking for product." So he brought me up there, and I just chopped it up with them. I showed them my product, and number one, I was confident in my product. Like I went in there feeling like I wasn't cocky, but I was like, you need this in your store, period. Like you need this in your store. Cause when I first started, I was selling custom backpacks. Like that was a part of my brand. Like when I first started, that was huge, like custom backpacks. Like I was selling leather dope backpacks. And I was like, yo, this would make your store do this, and this. Like I laid it out for them. I was a business major. So like I knew what they wanted to hear. At the end of the day, like I knew they wanted to hear something that was gonna make their revenue go.
It was all about your approach.
Exactly. Yeah. Like they want to know why it's gonna help them at the end of the day. Period. They don't want to know, oh yeah, I came from here and it's been a lot. No, they want to know why this product is gonna make their sales go up.
How did logistics work? So they agreed to it. What's kind of the breakdown of the cuts they get and stuff?
So basically, it's different with different stores. Like some stores, like a store that I did, like my second store that I did was consignment. Like out of every sale, they would get a piece and I would get a piece. But the first store I did, they buy everything wholesale, and that's how I like to do it. That's how I like to do it. Yeah, they buy everything up front. And I don't handle nothing else. You pay for it. Here's your merchandise.
That's lit.
Yeah, you handle it. You tell me how much you're selling it for. Keep me updated on sales just so I know, you know what I'm saying? And for my business, like what people like, what people don't like, and things like that. So I like doing it wholesale. I really like doing it wholesale. I don't really like the consignment because at the end of the day, like they don't really feel obligated to sell your stuff.
Yeah.
It's like if it don't sell, it's like, oh, well, it didn't sell. We didn't really pay for it. So, but when they pay for it, they're going to push your brand in that store. They're going to have they workers push your brand. Facts. Period.
So let's talk about your process of making the clothing. Do you like get some clothing, take it to someone, have it printed? What's your process of, do you stitch the shit yourself? You know what I mean?
Right. So that's been like the biggest struggle, I think, of my brand.
I asked that question like 15 minutes ago. You couldn't answer.
No, right. No, right? Like for real. No, like that right there. Like, cause when I moved back out here from Atlanta, I didn't have mind you, we were in a pandemic. Everything's closed. Mm-hmm. I had about 20 orders that I didn't fill. I had merchandise that all it needed to do was be printed on, period. I didn't have nobody out here. So when I say my business low-key plummeted, like I had people waiting about 3 to 4 weeks for clothes. Yeah. Like, cause I didn't have nobody to print anything. And that was like one of the hardest points in my business. Like, I was like, should I give all these people their money back? Like I gave them the option though. I let them know like processing is taking a little longer right now due to the pandemic. You know, I gave everybody 25% off.
Yeah, it happened to me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All that. So like that really, it hurt. Like it was hard, but that was the biggest lesson I've ever learned because that made me get a t-shirt press. That made me get a cutter. That made me get a sewing machine. That made me get all of that stuff. Now I do everything in-house. Everything is in-house. Everything. Mm-hmm. And it depends if it's like something like, cause now we're trying to get like custom stuff made, like manufactured. So like literally from design, from the paper sent to the factory, they make it. That's the goal that we're
I want to get there. How are you doing that?
You feel me?
I want to get there. Yeah.
For real.
Because I be seeing some shit and I be wanting to add like shit in random places. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So
yeah, like it's really like a process, a lot of trial and error. Like a lot of people, utilize Alibaba. That app right there has a lot of.
I be using AliExpress too because they're a little quicker sometimes. Yeah. So they're way cheaper than America, right? Yeah. They're a little bit more expensive. They're not always wholesale price, but I use AliExpress as well.
Yes, I love AliExpress. I love Alibaba. Those are amazing platforms. I wish they had platforms like that were based in the United States. So it's like we didn't have to wait all this.
They should just open like a warehouse out here.
Right? No, for real. Like Amazon on it. Like Amazon getting to it. Like I saw something about Amazon trying to buy Alibaba damn near. Oh, like yeah, like they would go crazy. But crazy. Yeah, Amazon is getting there. Amazon is really getting there. And that's really dope. Like that's really important.
You got your stuff on Amazon? You sell your stuff on Amazon?
I don't. Why not? I really need to learn how to do that.
Yeah, you should. Yeah.
For real. Yeah. I really need to learn. Like, but my brain capacity just be like, I'll be like one thing at a time. And I'll be like, oh shit, I forgot. I need to learn how to do that too. Yeah, it's a lot.
I feel it. What site do you use? You use Shopify?
I use Big Cartel.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, but Shopify is dope.
I love Shopify.
Shopify.
That $29 a month is totally worth it. Like
for real. I need to switch. To switch to Shopify. Only thing, like I'm stubborn and like I built my own website on Big Cartel and I love it. Like I love it. So, but there's a way to literally get the same exact format on Shopify. I just gotta figure it out. I know I can switch my format to Shopify.
Yeah, it's dope.
I love Shopify.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I do a lot of the print on demand stuff for like the non like trendy stuff, right? Just like the normal stuff. I mean, they actually have been adding a lot of trendy stuff. Like I got like a t-shirt dress on there now. I do print on demand. Wow. Yeah, they got a t-shirt dress. I had like a skin tight dress. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I had some cool shit though, some joggers. But yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I gotta switch. For real.
How'd you come up with the name Chosen?
Well,
besides your last name.
Yeah, that's it, right?
That's it. And ain't nothing special.
That's it. And my favorite, Matthew 22:14 is my favorite scripture, and it's many are called, few are chosen. And that I have that tatted on my spine. And that right there just stuck with me because it's so true. Like a lot of my friends, a lot of people that I know have been through a lot of hard shit, you know, like a lot of hard shit, like that you wouldn't even like imagine that people would even go through. Like just hard shit, from losing parents to being broke, being homeless at 20, like crazy shit. And now they have their own businesses, they're blossoming, they're doing good. Like, it's just, I really feel like a lot of people are meant to go through the worst shit to become the greatest people. Yeah. Like, and that's really the message behind my brand. And Chosen, it's the our slogan is, we're a motivational clothing company. And that's literally what it's based on. Like, we're here to motivate people through our clothing, period. Like, that's the whole goal. Like, I just want to motivate people to know that when they going through shit and everything they're going through, that they're chosen. Like, this was your life. You're chosen for this lifestyle because you're meant to be great, period. And that's really where the name came from.
Okay, cool. I fucked with it. It's a dope name.
Thank you.
Please tell me you have like a LLC, Chosen LLC? Okay.
Yeah, Chosen Official LLC, yeah.
Okay, dope. LLCs are expensive as shit in California. Fuck.
Texas a year. That shit is crazy.
They need to move back to Atlanta.
Right? No, for real. It's crazy because my business license is in Georgia. Like, I have two though. No, I have two. I have one in Georgia because that one in Georgia cheap as fuck. It's $50 a year.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Wait, why do you have two? What is it? Both the same?
It's literally the same name. I just wanted to be registered wherever I was. Oh, like I just wanted to be like, I just wanted to be registered. Like, I had my registration in Georgia. I moved to California. I just didn't want nobody fucking with me. Yeah. Like, you're not even registered here. Yes, the fuck I am. And I'm registered in Georgia. So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want nobody, and I'm working on that trademark. I don't want nobody fucking with me. Yeah,
get that trademark for sure.
For sure, yes.
What I want to talk about how you deal with setbacks, because, and I want to kind of walk through like the process. I want you to go in detail about, you know, when something happens and that's not okay, do you sit down and drink your tea and meditate before you make a decision? You know what I mean? Walk me through the process of how you deal with setbacks.
So are we saying like a setback in business or like a life setback?
Business.
Okay. So if I have like, cause I've had, let me use one as an example. So I ordered these shirts from a company and, I needed them ASAP. So I just ordered like 30 of them. Like, I didn't get no samples, no nothing. Like, hey, I needed, because there's different ways to print. Like, you know, like there's vinyl, there's DTG, like direct to garment, all that. So I needed some direct to garment shirts and I didn't do that. And I ordered from this company online and they sent me the shirts. When I say the shirts were nothing like I wanted them at all, but I paid $300 for these shirts. People are waiting for their orders, all of that. And it was just like, I literally had to cry it out. I just cried. I'm a crybaby.
I should not be laughing. But it's funny the way you said it.
I'm a crybaby. I definitely am. Like, I'm a cry. I'm gonna do a little medicinal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a little medicinal recovery a little bit. And I'm gonna talk to my mama.
I'm done.
Yeah, that right there picked me back up. That right there, them three crying out, get your little smoke on and talk to your mama, and I'm Gucci.
And you back at it. And then you back ordering, emailing them like, fuck you.
Right, I'm back in the game. I sent them an email like, hello, these are da-da-da. But I sent those shirts out to my customers and I said, if you do not like them, let me know. I will give you a refund. And I handled it like a businesswoman.
How many people asked for refunds?
None. Zero.
See, you was crying for no reason. Look, you cried.
They know exactly, but I'm like, I know, fuck. But it was just like, it wasn't what I wanted, you know? It wasn't what I wanted. And it was just like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to, I'm not even a perfectionist like that. Like, I'm just a perfectionist when I want to deliver. Because I've been broke as fuck before. So if you're spending your hard-earned money on this, I want to give you quality, period. Like, I know how it feels to spend. You only got $100, but you want to support your friend, so you gonna buy that $25 shirt. Like, I'm not gonna bullshit with you. Then I'm not gonna give you no whack ass product. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how people work for their money. So
and I hate the people who be like, the friends that be like, oh, like, can I get like a 10% discount, 15% discount? And that's okay. Like, sometimes ask, like, you know what I mean? But not when you just bought like a $40 Hennessy bottle or like the new Jordans that just came out. Exactly. You didn't get a discount with that shit. You feel me?
Exactly.
Like that bothers me. And that should be hurting. But like, I don't care if like a homie is like, you know, can I get a 10% discount? Just, you know. And
yeah, for sure. Like, if you low on funds, I want you to rock my brand. So
don't just try and get over because I'm your friend.
Yeah,
you know
like,
what I mean?
Let me get a sweater. Nigga, you got Gucci on.
Nigga, you got Gucci.
What you
like,
talking
my
about?
My shit is like not even close to that price.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. That's like a slap in the face. Like, you know, like, for real. Like, that's like disrespectful. Like what?
Facts.
Like you said, buying bottles of Hennessy and shit. You know, you was out last night and you can buy that shirt, but yeah.
Nah, I feel it. Have you heard of the website Orange Shine in LA? It's a LA.
Yeah, I have. Yes,
I really like them. I was gonna say you
do. I've never ordered from Orange Shine, but I'm always looking through it. I love their stuff
because they're all trendy. Everything's trendy.
Yeah,
I ordered some denim jackets a while ago, and I think I got some other shit. And they're good. They're good. So
good. Okay, cool. Thank you for that confirmation. Because I've never, like, I just be like, but they're in LA, so it's like they right there. You know what I'm saying? They right in California.
It didn't take long to be shipped to me. I believe it took maybe like a week and a half max.
Oh, dope. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, I'll definitely try them out for sure. Thank you.
What do you like do events and stuff for your clothing, like before obviously COVID, like trap art or anything in LA? Did you do anything?
So basically, right before the pandemic hit, literally 1 week before, March 1st, 2019, we did our first fashion show at Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
How you get that? How you what?
So it was crazy. So basically a building. So Tyler Perry Studios is on an old army base.
Okay.
In Atlanta.
Okay.
So when they built it, there's this building and it's like an old church.
Okay.
But they turned it into this place called Artlanta. Great people, dope. It's a beautiful church. They turn it into like a little like a art like museum. It's dope. And it's right on Tyler Perry Studios. And I guess like it was there before, so it's one of the type of things you can't get rid of.
Yeah.
Like it's a piece of history, so you can't really knock it down and replace it with a big ass studio, you know?
Yeah.
So they rent their space out. And one of one of the guys that I know, he was like a mentor to me in Atlanta, a big brother. His name is Q. He knew the people that owned it. So they were like, like we went up to the space, we're looking around, like he knew what he was doing. We didn't go up there like, hey, like hey, we want to rent this out. Like we went up there like just looking at him. They were like, yeah, like we trying to like start doing events here and stuff and So we just got to talking and we were like, well, we're trying to do a fashion show. So and our fashion show wasn't just our brand. It was, we literally got all the Black brands that we knew and put them all on in it. Like, so it was like about 6 or 7 brands in this fashion show. And it was huge. And it ended up being so dope. And we did it on March 1st, our anniversary. And it worked out. And they fucked with us because they fucked with my mentor. And that's really how we got in. And it was so dope. And we did it literally a week and a half before the pandemic hit and everything shut down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Good timing.
Right. I was like, oh my gosh, because I postponed it twice, mind you. Like I changed the date twice. So it was just like, if I would have changed the date one more time, it wouldn't have happened. And it was just like, it was perfect timing. But yeah, we were supposed to do, like, from that point, I promised myself like I would do one every single year, but pandemic hit. So we're kind of, our next fashion show is definitely going to be in the Bay Area for sure. I want to get all the Black brands out here together, including yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to do a fashion show with all like the Black owned brands out here, like for real, once like around summer. But that's like the goal for sure.
I'll be down. Let me know if you need help setting it up.
For sure. Yeah.
I know a couple places that are dope for it. You feel me?
Oh yeah. Hell yeah.
Rent it out or something. Oh, actually my homie just opened up a studio. And it's really dope. Maybe we could do it there.
For sure. Yeah.
It'd be good promo. It's really dope. She opened it with like 2 other people. And they're artists and creators as well. So.
Oh, I love that. That's so dope. For sure. Yeah, we'll definitely chop it up on that.
For sure. Well, shit. Do you, on the podcast we talk all the time about stocks and real estate. Are you invested in any of those?
So basically, I work for Morgan Stanley. So it's actually illegal for me to trade stocks.
Really?
Because like I get inside information.
You get inside. Oh.
Yeah, like it's illegal for me to trade stocks.
Do y'all only have like a retirement or something?
Like, no, like I work for 3 female financial advisors. And these women are like in Forbes, like top like financial advisors of America. And
what do you do for them?
I'm a financial assistant. Like I'm literally just their assistant. Like I'm all of their assistant. Yeah, like right now, like the projects I'm working on a lot of tax stuff, getting people their 1099s and stuff like that. Things like that. Like I do a lot of client relations.
I did not know you were in the corporate world like that.
Yeah,
in the corporate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's lit.
Yeah, I have a corporate job. That's because I'm huge on stability. Like just seeing my business going, like seeing in the beginning stages of business, like I have to at the end of the day, I know I have a family to feed, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course I don't want to work for the man forever. Hell nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
you got to sacrifice until you get to where you want to be.
Exactly. Like, yes, I still wake up at 7 a.m. every morning to go to work, like every day. So but I work in finance, so I can't really trade stocks. But I do like Forex, like foreign exchange, like
you do?
Like I do that like on the side. Like sometimes I'm still learning how to do that. But I can't invest stocks. Which
what about real estate? You ever thought about real estate?
Yeah, I actually have. I definitely have. My sister is actually going to school to get her real estate license right now, and my best friend. Okay. So I'm kind of, the goal is for them to get in there and for me to invest in them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like
that's really my goal. Like for them to get into their careers and for me to invest in them, like period. So I definitely want to get into it.
I just became a real estate agent.
For real? I'm investing you too, for real. Hell yeah. That's so dope. Congratulations.
Thank you. I passed my test in March.
That's recent.
Yeah. Like 3 weeks ago, maybe. And
congratulations.
I start working like next week on the April 5th.
Wow, that's dope. That's exciting. That's exciting. Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, cool. Shit. No, it's been a great episode.
For sure.
I don't want to go over time too much, but the way I like to end the episode is with a segment called Guided Conclusions. And it's a question that kind of, gives the audience an idea of who you are, an idea to your heart, what you stand for and stuff like that. These questions could be silly, quirky, or just serious, blunt. But today's question is, what motivates you?
What motivates me? I would definitely say what motivates me is seeing my parents struggle. Like I said before, that is what keeps me going every single day. That's what motivates me the most, is seeing my family not where I want them to be.
Yeah.
And that keeps me motivated. That keeps me going. And just knowing that, putting that idea in my mind that I'm all my family got, and that I have to do this for all of them. Like, cause my mom and my dad, they've given me everything they have, like everything, like to put me through school, like everything. Like my mom is still working to this day because I had to go through school. So it's like just knowing that they're willing to give up their hopes and their dreams and everything they got to do to put it in me and live in the position that they're living in, I cannot give up. Yeah. I owe that to them.
I really feel that because being, I have a 2-year-old, so being a dad, thank you. Being a dad, like you said, I would give up everything to make sure he gets what he needs. You know what I mean? Right. And like, yeah, when you become a parent, your whole mindset, everything changes. It's weird how it just happens, but it happens.
Really? And how is that? Like, how would you, like, how is being a parent? Like, that's like, how is that?
Honestly, I think it's the best decision because it makes you grow up and see the world differently. You don't see it. I'm 27, right? I don't see it as a 27-year-old. I've always been like mentally like 4 years older, but I'm the oldest sibling as well, with a single mother. So like I've always been there mentally, but like when that kid comes into the world and you hold it and you're like, shit, like now you ask me all the questions. So I have to know the answers.
Wow. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's different. It's the best thing though, like for sure changes your world. And I've always been a family man. If you're a family person and you believe like you're very family oriented, and you'd rather spend time with family than go out and do stupid shit, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the best decision.
No, that's good to know. Thank you. That's what's up.
Of course. Well, shit. I appreciate you. That was a great way to end the episode right there.
You're right. Thank you. I appreciate you for sure.
Yeah, thank you, Viola. Do people just call you V Choice?
Yeah, people call me V. Yeah, everybody call me V. Yeah.
I like it. Well, shit, go ahead and drop your Instagram, social media, your website. Oh yeah, let me pull up the website as well. Go ahead. Sure. Drop your Instagrams and everything.
Okay, so my Instagram is @V choice _. My website, my business Instagram is chosenofficial.co, and my website is chosenofficial.com.
Oh, you got that? That wasn't taken?
No, right? Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm chosenofficial.com. So yeah. So you can find it at chosenofficial.
Wow, your website is literally just like mine. Why are you copying me? Why you copying me, yo?
Oh. That's what I'm saying. You got Shopify, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta figure out how to get there. I don't know. That shit crazy.
Oh, you got do-rags? Look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
Yes.
Okay. So, you fancy. Well, hey, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming up.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I love having Bay Area people on here.
Yes, and I love your podcast. I was just watching some episodes yesterday. So keep going. I really love what you're doing. It's very important for sure.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, you heard it here. This is the Misguided Podcast. We intend to guide you to a better future. My name is Juwan. I'm sitting here with V Choice. I appreciate you.
For sure.